God for his Muslim countrymen. Some of his ancestors like Mahipati Bose and Gopalnath Bose had held the offices of minister and naval commanders under the Muslim rulers of Bengal. The quarters in which we lived, Bose says in his autobiography, was prominently a Muslim. One and our neighbor were mostly Muslims. I cannot remember ever to have looked upon Muslims as different from ourselves in any way that they go to pray in mosque.
Subhas was born on January 23, 1897. His father was Janakinath, was the famous lawyer. He was a brilliant student. He was broad-minded on freedom, other social issues, and its unresolved.
Describing his childhood, he said, "In my infancy, I was brought into touch with English people, English education, and English cultural. After that, I went back to our cultural, both classical and modern."
Bose had a rebellious and independent spirit, and that was apparent from his earliest day. In Presidency College in Calcutta, where he organized a students' meet to demonstrate and against English proper who had been certainly pushed by an Indian student. For this, Bose was expelled from the college. After a year, he was allowed to join a Scottish Church College in Calcutta, where he secured first class in a BA examination. Subhas left for England on September 15, 1919 in order to study and appear at the Indian Civil Service examination. After a year, he came out successfully and scored fourth in order to bid, but vacancies would not allow him to serve the alliance even the high executive, so he left from ICS and returned to India.
Bose became executive officer of Calcutta Corporation in 1924. He gained valuable experience of practical administration. Soon active of the Swaraj party were found unbearable by the British account, which Bose was in and out of the jail. Repeatedly, he fell ill many times.
Bose was a great thinker as well as a man of vision and action. Subhash made such an impact of Indian National Congress. He elected twice as the President of Indian National Congress for 2 sessions held at Tripura, Gujarat and Tripura. In his presidential address, he talked not only on freedom but also free constitution.
He urged strongly that was the right time to ultimate the British government of Swaraj. Britain was engaged in the World War, and so Gandhiji and Nehru were opinions that the Congress should not be taken advantage of Britain's difficulty. But Bose had strongest of all view and advocated total freedom struggle. He travelled throughout the country to organize public opinions against the war and effort. Subhash was escaped from the British and reached from there he went through Berlin via Moscow and made his voice heard over the Berlin radio. And when the Japan entered the World War, and Subhash left for Japan, and he went to Singapore and took over the leadership of the Indian independent movement. While launching the war, Netaji went on July 6, 1941 and sought Gandhiji's blessing of following God's father of our nation in this holy war. Indian liberation, we ask for your God blessings and wishes.
The INA fought so well that it soon liberated about 3,200 square kilometers of Indian territory from the well-intentioned British army. But it soon beset by various difficulties such as lack of communication of food, rigors of monsoon and breakdown in supplies. On the other hand, the Japanese forces were withdrawn as the war went badly for them. But the INA refused to retreat with the results that thousands of soldiers were captured by British army. They were disarmed and court-martialed. Jawaharlal Nehru himself organized and conducted their defense. Ultimately, the government released them.
Netaji boarded a Japanese aircraft from Tokyo on August 18, 1945. According to the Japanese source, it catches fire while taking off. Netaji was badly burned and he managed to come out of the plane where he died at the same night.
It is amazing how much Subhash Chandra Bose was able to achieve and accomplish in his life of 48 years. He was a brilliant student and could have easily attained a higher position of power as an ICS officer, but he preferred a life of trial and tribulation for his country's freedom. He was a tall as well thinker and fighter who never submitted him to defeat. He inspired devotion and loyalty.
In death, he became a legend. People refuses that Netaji is dead. Perhaps they are right, for martyrs never die. Thank you and have a nice day.
Goodbye.